title of my talk today is The Abyss of Observation Alone, and there are no laugh lines in it. My talk tonight is about a story I was told that I was unable to verify or forget. Someone told me about it. I tried to check it out with people who might have knew. They said maybe, maybe not, so we'll have to consider it a fable. The story takes place during the siege of Sarajevo, April 92 to February 96. The Serbs are up in the hills. They're laying siege to the city. The Muslims are trapped in Sarajevo. Siege life was often taking your life in your hands in order to cross the street because you might get hit by a sniper. Reporters call it going out. It means leaving the safety of the hotel into the war zone, into danger, into the unknown, in order to see for yourself what's going on beyond the front lines. And a Western reporter in Sarajevo is offered a chance to go out and see how the Serb snipers do their work. Hear our side of the story. And he accepts the invitation. A deal is struck. He's blindfolded, put into a car, driven up into the hills of Sarajevo to see how the snipers do their deadly work. Shortly after he gets there, one of the snipers comes and motions to him and says, "Come here and see. I want you to see something." He asks him to look through the sight of his rifle and see what the sniper sees. And what he finds is two Muslims on the street, unaware that they are within range. And the sniper says to the reporter, "Which one should I shoot? The one on the left, the one on the right?" The reporter, horrified, backs up, says, "I didn't come here to be part of what you do. I don't have an answer to that question. I'm not part of this scene. I'm just here as an observer." The sniper throws back his head and laughs, returns to his sights, and in 2 quick shots, kills them both. He says, "You should have answered. You could have saved one." So a kind of mind rape goes on within the prism of the story. The reporter can always say, well, the sniper would have killed him anyway, but if he's honest with himself, he knows that it's certainly possible that if he answered the question, the one on the left or the one on the right, he could have saved an innocent person's life. Michael Herr went to cover the Vietnam War for the New Yorker, and in his great book, Dispatches, he says, "I went to cover the war, and the war covered me," meaning it got all over me, like blood. He also says in that book, "You were as responsible for everything you saw as you were for everything you did." And this attitude, I think, is foreign to most of our journalists. They try to protect themselves from it, like with the spin room, where because it's a pack of reporters hearing the lies, no one is guilty of passing on lies, because it's pack journalism. The crossfire mentality, partisan warfare from the left and from the right, is a way of producing the innocence of the journalist because, after all, the journalist is just in the middle, between the crossfire. He said, she said reporting is the same thing. You have 2 participants in a dispute. One says black, one says white, and the reporter can bring us both and thereby produce his or her own innocence. So I tried to call this perspective the view from nowhere in order to identify what is missing from that outlook on the world. And the one thing the abyss of observation alone, the view from nowhere, the production of innocence, cannot bring is the thing that really makes news alive, and that is trust. Thank you.